Have you been hanging on to something that you already know isn't good for you? Maybe it's a habit, an old disappointment. Maybe it's a relationship, or a job, or even a belief about yourself that you've outgrown. If that question gave you pause, today's reading may be speaking directly to you. I'm Gabrielle Morningstar. Welcome to Friday's Weekend Forecast. I pulled 3 cards to see what the energy is going to be like for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And together, these 3 cards tell a story of release, healing, and finally, looking forward to the future. Let's begin with today, Friday. And we're starting the weekend with temptation, which in a lot of tarot decks is the devil card. When people see a card with the devil on it, it can be both unnerving and misunderstood. Calling it temptation is just a softer, more gentle way of delivering exactly the same message. And the message this card is delivering for Friday is telling us to pay attention to the choices that we make. Are we choosing the easy path or are we choosing the right path? Temptation can show up in a number of ways. It might be putting off something that you know needs to be done. It could be reacting out of frustration instead of responding thoughtfully. Or it might be slipping back into an old habit that you've been trying to leave behind. The important thing to remember is that temptation is not permanent. It's a moment. It's a choice. Today, Friday, you may find yourself at one of those crossroads. Before you say yes, before you react, and before you fall back into an old habit, pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this moving closer to the life I want or pulling away from it? Sometimes that's all it takes to make a different decision. Now let's move on to Saturday. And we have the 10 of Air, also known as the 10 of Swords. Unlike many tarot decks, this card isn't dramatic or scary. The artwork shows an angel with 10 feathers gently falling down as he stands at the edge of a cliff. Instead of focusing on pain or loss, this card feels more like release. Feathers remind us that sometimes we have things that naturally just need to fall aside. We don't have to force the ending or hold on to something that's already run its course. This could be an annoying work project that's finally complete, a misunderstanding that's reached resolution, or a mindset that you've outgrown. There's a quiet acceptance here. Not everything has to be dramatic. Sometimes we simply realize that it's time to move forward, and that prepares us for Sunday's card, the 3 of Fire, or otherwise known as a 3 of Wands. I love seeing this card after the 10 of Swords because now our focus is changing. Instead of ending something and looking backwards, now we're moving forward. This is a card of expansion, planning, new opportunities, a new goal, or feeling lighter because you're no longer carrying yesterday into tomorrow. When I put these 3 cards together, here's the message that I hear. Friday recognizes what's been keeping us stuck. Saturday invites you to let it end. And Sunday encourages you to look forward to what's next. That's a pretty powerful weekend. Now remember, tarot doesn't predict a fixed future. Instead, it shines a light on the energy that's surrounding us so we can make better choices. And sometimes the most magical decision we can make is deciding that it's time to let something go. Until next time, I'm Gabrielle Morningstar, reminding you to stay magical.